Alright, hello and welcome back. First I have to say thank you for 500 subscribers and thank you for your support. It truly motivates me to continue uploading, and I think, actually I am enjoying this a lot, and I do hope that you enjoy the content that I produce. I am always looking forward to improve, and I'm always looking uh, for your comments, and I'm always looking for your recommendations on what to improve. And again, thank you so much for your support. Well, for this video, since it will be a bit of a special video, I will have I will have a bit of everything for everyone, and I will start with Eve Echoes, and afterwards I will play the other games that I like to play, and I hope that you will enjoy this little idea that I had for a video. Well, everyone pretty much knows Eve Echoes is the new game that will be released in August of in August of this year, in the mid-August of this year, and that game so far was really good. I did enjoy it. People did enjoy the game a lot, and I personally did find this game to be very interesting, especially since back when I created this channel, back I think it was in January. This game was in the first open beta, and I did enjoy it a lot. People enjoyed watching it a lot, and ever since then, since I'm a space nerd, right? I like everything about space, and I do want this game to be big. Of course, the game will be big since I think it already has a couple million registers. That is kind of interesting for this game. So the game's launch is definitely going to be very interesting to see how it will turn out, how it will end up. And currently, in this game, I was doing a lot of PvP, a lot of PvE, and I was doing a lot of other stuff. And I definitely did enjoy doing it. And I think people watching it also enjoyed it a lot. Now, in the background here, you can see me doing some PvP again, as usual. I have at least, I think I have over 600 kills. Of course, over 300 ships and 300 pods. So that's very interesting. And definitely looking forward for the game's full release to continue what I was doing here. This game is one of those games that that I did truly enjoy playing, and we did have these new ships that are introduced. We did get the opportunity to play them, and we did get the opportunity to pretty much play the battle cruiser and the frigate, of course. And I can say those ships were nerfed in the last, I think in the last day. They did get a 40% nerf, which is pretty big. And I didn't have much chances to test them nerfed, of course. I did play the hell out of them when they were released, though. That's a fact. Now, as for other games that I play, Punishing Raven also will be, well, that game also got released pretty much in December. Pretty much when I created this channel that game was released, and people did enjoy that game a lot. That game is also very big, and people are definitely very interested in that game, and that game is also getting a global release. And of course, the last game that you will see here on the list is Honkai Impact, a game that I've been playing for like 4 years now. I think it's actually 4 years, I'm not quite sure. It should be 4 years. And I know people have a lot of questions about my device, on what I did use. And I use a custom phone currently. Pretty much my main device, the phone that I built up the first channel on, the S6 Edge, is dead, unfortunately. That phone died. I think the SSD in it died, the flash storage did probably die, and the board needs to be replaced, or the chip needs to be replaced. And I will fix that phone in the future probably, since I'm too attached to that phone. That phone has been like, I did build up the first channel on that phone since 2017 up till its deletion in November of 2019. and I did use this phone for this channel a little bit. That was a little bit before I did buy this device that I'm currently recording on, and that phone is also a very powerful device, and I will do a tech demonstrator. I will demonstrate its capabilities in this video pretty much. You will see me playing two games at the same time here on this device after the Eve segment is finished. I will pretty much jump in the other games that I like to play, and then you will see pretty much me playing two games at the same time, two really demanding games at the same time. And that's just a demonstrator on how powerful this device actually is. And how powerful this device actually is? Well, very powerful. Very powerful. And it is a phone that will last me for a couple of years, definitely. Now, that in the background, by the way, it's a telescope. I mean, I did not even have to say what it is. It's just there. I think it looks really good in the background. That's why I did place it there, because I think it looks nice, and I did like the scenery that I did record this on. I like the overall aspect of it, and I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I mean, everything about me tells you space nerd, right? And in the background over here, you can see me doing some. What is this? It is the faction battlecruiser, the Can You. It's pretty much nicknamed Can You, which is kind of funny. A very powerful ship. This was actually pre-nerf. It did also get at least a 40% nerf on its overall DPS, and that nerf is also well deserved for this vehicle, since it is indeed very powerful. And I did also have some. I did go into PvP with this. I did also jump in some fleets with this ship, and I can tell you, 10 of these ships are unstoppable. They just melt everything in their path, which is very interesting, and again, kind of ridiculous, but it was nerfed rightfully. They had all the reason to nerf it, and we will see how the game will launch. I expect a lot of players to be playing the game, and I think it will be very interesting to see this game progress in the Android market. And again, I know that I wanted to save this for the 1,000 subscriber mark. But when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will pretty much make a subscribe store, and you can pretty much donate if you want over there. But that is when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I still have a way to go until that. It is one of the updates that I wanted to save for later, but I think mentioning them now is not a bad idea. And well, what else can I talk about? I mean, everyone did notice that I did change the quality a lot ever since. I think I did change the quality ever like a couple months ago. I think 2 months ago I did change the quality of the videos a lot. I started to record everything at 4K, and pretty much either 4K or it is 3240 by 1440, and I use 40 to 150 megabits per second quality. Pretty much everything is the highest possible quality that I can deliver, and I sure hope that people did notice that, since I did go great lengths just to increase the quality of these videos a lot, since I think that you deserve the highest possible quality that I can record and that I can upload. And I did change a lot of stuff, and of course I'm still looking forward to change a lot of stuff. I am definitely looking forward for your recommendations. I'm looking forward for any type of suggestions. Those are always welcomed. And in a moment here, in a couple minutes, I'll jump in the other games that I wanna play. But I think Eve Echoes deserves to be the first spot over here, since that game did truly leave a mark on me when I started my second channel. This game pretty much gave me hope again for the second channel to grow again, since my first channel was a lot bigger than this one, and I did lose it due to some unfortunate circumstances. I did lose it in November of 2019, and when I started this channel, this is the first game that I pretty much started playing again, and it is the first game where I pretty much got recognized very fast on this channel, and that's why I did choose this game to be the first game. And I know that this game is universally liked on my channel, since people who watch my other games definitely watch this game, and they do enjoy it. I mean, they do enjoy it, right? I hope you do. I hope you do enjoy it. This is like I said, a universally liked game on the channel, and pretty much I think everyone comes back to this game again in one form or another. The other games that you will see are also very good. I also like them a lot. The next game, Punishing Raven, is one of the games that I started to play early on. I was part of a lot of betas in that game. I was part of the. I think I was part of the closed beta first, and the first closed beta, then the second beta, and the final beta, and then the full release that is currently out. And that game is also very very dear to me, because that game is one of those games that truly set couple milestones in the mobile gaming aspect, since it is not every day that you see such a very detailed game on a phone, especially not a new game. And that game definitely is console and nearing PC level of combat and design, and of course graphics. And that will be the second game, and of course the third game, Honkai Impact, a game that pretty much is also dear to me, because I started everything on that game in I think it was 2017, and I did play that game for like 4 years now, nearing 4 years. I did play it before. I pretty much did play it before I started to record. I also remember when I started to play on the Southeast Asian server in 2017. It was summer, pretty much exactly 3 years ago on this moment I started to play that game. And I think that game also deserves some spotlight here in this video, alongside with Punishing Raven, since those two games are also very dear to me, and I would like to continue playing them for a very long time to come. Now, since I'm already talking about the games, I'd also play Black Desert Mobile. That game, well, how to say this? I did enjoy the Korean version of the game. The Korean version of the game was really good, and I do like it. The global version is also very good. I also liked it a lot, but kind of. It didn't stick. It did not stick with me for a very long time. And if you want me to play the game, just tell me. I'll definitely play the game, no problems. And also, there is a couple other games, Genshin Impact, that's coming out soon. I'll play that game definitely. And there is another game called Tower of Fantasy, also a cross-platform game that I'm looking forward to playing. And that game has the potential to be very big and very popular, and I'm definitely going to play it as soon as it's released. My apologies. I'm trying not to hiccup over here for some reason. Whenever I start to record after 15 minutes, I decide to hiccup without any reason. And pretty much those are the games that I'm currently waiting for. Those are those games that I think are going to be big, and I will play them, and I will definitely enjoy every single second of these games, and I hope that you will enjoy them too, since I will do my best to create the highest possible quality that I can deliver. And of course, you can pretty much tell me in the comments what you expect. You can tell me what do you want me to fix, of course. I know that I do some mistakes from time to time, and feel free to point out these mistakes, since I do want to improve a lot. And in a moment here, like I said, I'll be jumping on another game. This is, I think it was, I think the timing that I choose for this are pretty okay, since 15 minutes Eve and 15 minutes other games. That I think is a very interesting, and so far I think so far I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anyway, what is this? Oh, it's a thrasher. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. The moment where I almost died. Okay. I was so lucky in this fight over here. So lucky in this fight, and that I did catch him unprepared pretty much with this vehicle. This Condor 2 is very fast, but it is fragile, and yeah, if he had better skills, then I'd be dead now pretty much, because as you can see, he wrecked my shield like it's no big deal, and yeah, that was interesting. That is very interesting. And I warped out, of course. I survived. I lost a bomber, only that due to my own fault, but the rest of the ships are pretty fine. I didn't lose anything else besides a bomber, and it was the first bomber to be created in the game. Oh my god, that's just bad luck. I mean, okay, first bomber to be created, first bomber to die. I mean, it's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair, in all honesty. Well then, now more about this device, since I know people are going to be very curious on what I am using. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to like reflect the light on this device that I'm currently recording on. I mean, I can try with something, but I will post the pictures of the device on screen. That device is pretty much, I did customize it a lot. I did change its display, I did change its overall body and its overall shape, and it is a phone designed for gaming pretty much, and soon I will upgrade the display of it as well. Now, in the background over here you can see two of the most demanding games on mobile so far. Punishing Raven and of course Honkai Impact 3, and well, I will attempt to play both of them at the same time. Now, this is pre-recorded, I'm not playing at the moment, everything is pre-recorded now, and as you can see, they're running at the same time on the same screen. Pretty much, this is running on Android 10. I think I will not go on Android 11, because Android 10 is so far perfect for me. And on one side, on the left, you can see Punishing Raven, on the right you can see Honkai Impact 3. Now here, I will pretty much first clear the war zone, and after I clear the war zone, I will jump on the abyss on the right. I could play them both at the same time, but the display is, well, the display is actually big. It's not the display's fault. I have this protective glass on this device that kind of makes it uncomfortable to play, but I will attempt to play them both at the same time later on, as you will see. But first, for starters, for me to warm up, as you can see here, I'm pretty much playing first one game and then the other. As you can see, both of them are running at the same time. Absolutely no problems with that on this phone. I did limit the frame rate. On the left, it is 60 frames per second. On the right, it is also 60 frames per second. This game on the left can run at 120 frames per second and 240. Since this phone is kind of modified, I can tamper with its settings a little bit, and I can change the frame rates. The game on the right here is cannot run above 60 frames per second on mobile. I can force it, but it's kind of pointless to force a game that's running natively at 60. I mean, the Honkai currently has so many optimization problems that forcing it to run above 60 is kind of pointless. And then you see the driver problems with Honkai. That game, the drivers died there for a moment, so it will be dark for a couple seconds. I will, of course, I will make the picture go back. That's no problem. I will make the game run back, but as you can see, that game has a big problem to run on certain drivers, and of course the game is not optimized. It is not optimized that much, and that's why you will see lag in Honkai a lot. ignore what people say about buying a new phone just to play Honkai or to play on PC. It's a universal problem on most platforms, even on PC, where you have constant 100% GPU usage for no reason. But I think that's a topic for a different video. Well then, let me find some enemies on the right here. And well, I'll leave Punishing Graveyard to run there in the background, no big deal there. The game can run in the background, of course it will run, and since I am playing them at the same time, I'll leave the character on the bridge, well, it's not a bridge, in the station. I'll leave the character there in the station to pretty much use my GPU, I guess. That's the only reason to have the character there. And well, let's roast this phone a little bit. Now you might be wondering, what do I use for cooling? And well, my cooling device is not here. What is this on my face? I don't know. My cooling device is not here, but I pretty much use literal ice sometimes to cool the phone, despite it having phenomenal internal cooling. The device pretty much never overheats. Well, actually it did overheat once when I was live streaming. It did overheat just that one time, which I find very funny, since I was also charging at the same time. I mean, my fault. I did charge and I did play the game at the same time, so in live stream, of course, on maximum settings. So that's pretty much a guarantee to overheat. So that was my fault a little bit, but again, the device did hold out pretty well, and I did like how well it was running. And so far, absolute phenomenal performance out of this device. And I'm also recording in 4K. Keep in mind, like when I'm playing this in the background that you can see here, besides me playing that in the background, I am also recording the gameplay on the same device in 4K 60 frames per second. It's still running perfectly fine. I mean, I don't see any performance-related bug in this game. All I see is optimization problems with the game, and besides that, nothing else is making much of a problem. If I were to be absolutely honest. Now, these two games, Honkai Impact 3 is pretty much getting 4.1 soon. Punishing Graveyard is getting a new update on the 23rd, which I will be playing. And besides that, I don't know what to expect from... well, actually, I know what to expect from these other games. I am waiting for these other games to come out very patiently, and I can't wait to play them. I think they're gonna be very big, and I definitely am looking forward to record them for you, since I do want everyone to enjoy these games as much as I am enjoying them. And my goal pretty much is to so far, sorry for the weird cut, by the way. Everything so far is going pretty damn good. I had to cut the video and pretty much check to see when the games that I'm waiting for are going to be released. I expect Tower of Fantasy to be released in August. Honestly, I do expect that game to be released in August. Genshin Impact will be released, I think, in September or October. It might also arrive in August. I'm definitely looking forward for all these games to play them. And there's also this interesting, I think, you'll see. I'll just leave that as a surprise for August or September. I think that will be very interesting. What will happen? I think everyone will. I think people will like what I will. I think people will like what is about to come. You'll see. I will not spoil anything. It will be entirely a surprise, and pretty much I can expect the same for other games that will happen, of course. And enough of that. I don't want to spoil anything I don't want to spoil anything before it's time to spoil it. And well, as you can see, this is me playing two games at the same time here. Now I'll admit this was a bit clumsy for me. It was very clumsy game. I mean, I'm not using a mouse or keyboard for this. I'm pretty much using. Oh my God, something fell out. I'm pretty much using a phone for this. So It is kind of clumsy, I'll admit. This is a very clumsy gameplay for me in the background, but it is running two games at the same time really decently in 60 frames per second, and I think that's very interesting. I think that's actually very interesting. And I will clear, yeah, I cleared Honkai first, then Punishment Return is now to be cleared next. So far, this was, I think, a very good run. And again, I did promise that I'll play two games at the same time, and I am playing two games at the same time, pretty much, as you can see here in the background. And well, the frame rate, perfect. The frame rate is absolutely perfect. Cannot complain about that at all. Excellent. And I have to be careful not to die over here, since I have 1054 health left. And I did clear it in the end. Absolutely nice. I might let there a little bit more of the telescope visible. I like the telescope a lot. I think I kind of did want to include a bit of astronomy. I think I'll do that when the weather is right, since currently the weather is kind of cloudy. It is actually very cloudy, and there was rain yesterday, and who knows, I might also upload some astronomy, since I do, this telescope can actually get really good pictures of Jupiter, Saturn, of the moon, and pretty much all of the other celestial bodies in the sky, besides stars, of course, since stars are very far away and very small. But the closest planets, Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, even Mars can be viewed very nicely, and who knows, maybe if you're interested in that, I'll definitely upload that as well as a weekly stuff. As a weekly thing, I guess. That's a very interesting idea that I also wanted to do, since I think that would be very interesting. And since I mean, like I said, I'm a space nerd, and everything that's like sci-fi, space, and all of that stuff, I am sold immediately. And well, that's one of those things that define me, I guess. I don't know. Well, here in the background you can see Odyssey on the right, and you can see Warzone on the left. And as you can see, both run perfectly fine. Now, I know Odyssey doesn't work very well for a lot of people, and again, that's due to an optimization, but this is just a technological demonstrator of what this device is capable for. And keep in mind, both of these games are running at 1080p. This is a 1080p HDR panel, pretty much supports HDR. I don't know how many HDRs, I think it supports HDR10 and above, but it does give phenomenal picture quality that I enjoyed a lot, and it looks very good. Even though it's a 1080p panel, I can say that it almost reaches 1440p in terms of the overall picture quality, and it does look very good and very highly detailed, and games look scary good. I did also start to play this game on my S6 2 years ago, I think. And yeah, I pretty much started everything on that device. Now currently I don't have the device here on me the device is not here. I cannot show you the device since it is in a box. Pretty much I did package it, since I don't want it to catch dust. And when the time comes, I'll definitely repair that device, since that device is one of those devices that I am personally interesting enough, very attached to, and that device is one of those phones that I do want to keep using for a very long time to come. Now this phone that I'm currently using to record this is, well, it will definitely serve me for a very long time, since it is a very powerful device. And we're slowly nearing the end of the video here. I have to say again, thank you for your support, thank you for sticking with me. But I'm really glad that you're sticking with me. It's my pleasure and honor to play all of these games for you. I hope that you enjoy what I'm uploading. Again, it's my honor and it's my pleasure to play all of these games for you. You can post me suggestions in the comments. I'll be sure to read all of them. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This is Virtual Person live this time, well, not live, but with camera. And again, thank you for 500 subscribers. And well, I will see you in the next one. Take care.